guys, welcome back to Sets, Streets, and Eats. I'm Chris Bauer. I am in the desert this week. I am in the little town of Tonopah, Nevada. Now, it's known military-wise as the home of the stealth bomber and where they test missiles, you know, someplace Cousin Eddie from the vacation movies would probably live. But I'm here for a specific reason, and that is to stay the night, or I should say survive the night, at the world-famous Clown Motel. I've been past this before they redid it. It used to be very blue and very outdated looking, but they've actually done a whole lot of work to it. It is right out in the middle of the desert. It's pretty much the scariest place ever. So we're gonna get in there, check in, see the clown museum they have in there. It'll be a lovely room of death. And we're gonna stay the night here. Or, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stay the night here. And I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Let's travel. I'm Chris Bauer, and I am an art slinger. I travel around the US selling artwork at comic and anime conventions. And while I'm there, I like to check out cool sights, eat great food, and see all the places my favorite movies and TV shows are made. Welcome to Sets, Streets, and Eats. Thank you. It's about the actual size of those phones. Well, I assure you, you'll be getting this back in the morning. Besides, how else will I be able to buy a button if I don't survive the night? Illinois, actually. Southern Illinois, yeah. I'm heading out to Sacramento this weekend. Now, have you guys had any reports of anything in the IT room? Paranormal?
Many such things.
Really? Like, what's the common thing?
Box of door open set.
Really?
And card.
Yeah.
And then you have something to top with another.
Yeah. What? That's awesome. There's old Jolly the Clown. Well, I'm in. Let's see. Oh, lordy. That might be creepier than the Pennywise picture. the light? Ah. Ooh, very bright. Especially for the skull that just randomly sits here. That picture is pretty terrifying. Looks nice. Typical bathroom arrangements. Jeez, beats. Alright, maybe I'm a little jumpy. That's a loud fan. Oh, alright. I'm awake. So why am I at the Clown Motel, you might be wondering? Well, I'm going to give you a quick history lesson on this place. This town of Tonopah, Nevada was a silver mining town that was established in 1900. It blew up like a lot of towns here in Nevada did. A lot of very lackluster houses, quickly built, tar paper shacks, if you will, and quickly people flooded in here. Well, the key of this property is it's right next to one of the very first things built here, or dug here in the town, and that's the cemetery. The Tonopah Town Cemetery is right next door to here, and a lot of graves that are marked in there, which I'll show you, have had suspicious deaths. It's had some interesting history and things happen in its 121-year history. In 1905, they had a mysterious plague here that basically started with chest pains, and within a few hours you were dead. They later came to say that it was pneumonia brought on by poor sanitation, but a lot of people died from that in the town. It was definitely a plague, if you will. So in 1911, they had the Belmont mine had a terrible fire. 14 miners were killed. Also in 1942, it happened again. They had a horrible fire. Several miners were killed. Among them was a man named Clarence David. He was father of two, was an avid clown collector, just loved clowns when he was alive, and it wasn't until 1985 that his two grown children decided to come back here and open the Clown Motel. So it's been in operation here for 30 plus years. The original owners were Leona and Leroy David. They were the children of Clarence David. So they took Clarence's clown collection, which is about 150 clowns, and they displayed them around the lobby and a lot of the rooms and whatnot, and it kind of became a thing. They named it the Clown Motel. And then over the years, people would send more clowns. They would, just donate them to the Clown Motels for decoration. And it just grew and grew and grew, and now there's thousands. The hotel went through, it really was run down. I know I passed it in 2017, I think it was, and it was really run down by then. But it's gone through several owners since the 80s, and most recently the Mahar family bought it in 2019, and they're the ones that really changed the look of the place. They fresh coat of paint, redid all the rooms, but according to them, they did not get rid of all the ghosts. That's right. This hotel is very famously haunted. So they've had a Ghost Adventures episode's been done here. You can look at it on YouTube. They've had multiple vloggers and people come in and search for ghosts and have reported tons and tons of paranormal activity. I think one of the really cool features since the 2019 remodel that is when you check in, you can rent an EMF tester, which is basically what ghost hunters use to test the electromagnetic field, seemingly that spirits, when they are near it, it will allow the it will set off the EMF tester. So it's an additional $30, and you can rent these when you check in. And we're going to use it tonight because my plan is to obviously, listen and watch for anything to go on in the room throughout the night. But I want to go in the middle of the night, about 3 a.m. I'm going to go next door to the cemetery, and we're going to walk through that and just see what happens. And we'll see what we see. Now, full disclosure, I definitely believe in spirits. I believe in ghosts. I think it's definitely more of a cool gimmick than anything. I don't expect that we'll see anything or hear anything, but I'm open to it. I would very much love to capture something like that on film, and if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, I think it's a cool little experience to stay in this place that's not near anything. Like, you are hours from Reno or Vegas. You are out in the middle of the Nevada desert. It's kind of fun to know that if I am terrified, I have to stay here or sleep in my car. There's nowhere else to go, which is, I think it's part of its appeal. So the paintings in the room are definitely effective. Is it just me, or does Pennywise have Vigo the Carpathian eyes? You remember Vigo from Ghostbusters 2? I mean, those eyes are like... I feel like I'm going to be like Ray. I'm just going to be staring at it going, yes, Vigo! The scariest one, honestly, is the one that's on the floor. That's horrific. This one's just kind of just thrown in there for fun. That one's almost just as scary as the floor one. But this one seems to imply that once you open Pandora's box, there's no closing it. Release the clowns. So obviously we have to check the room first with our EMF reader, just to make sure that we're starting with a clean, haunted-free state. Getting all zeros. Mirror's not haunted. Yet. I feel like this has definitely got some type of spirit in it. It's those eyes. But nothing. No ghosts so far. What about you? No, maybe it's not working. It's on though. It should be working. I'm pretty sure that fan's definitely haunted. Yeah, that's definitely a ghost voice. All clear. And how about you, Scully? Nothing. So either it's defective or we're clear of ghosts to start the night. First Tonopah Cemetery, 1901 through 1911. Buried here are many of Tonopah's pioneer residents, including its victims of the Tonopah Belmont mine fire of February 23, 1911, as well as the victims of the 1902 Tonopah plague. These are two brothers that died the same day in the mine. One of the brothers got run over by an ore cart. Ore. O-R-E. Ore cart. That's fun to say. And his brother tried to save him, ended up crushing his legs, had to get him amputated, and then he died right after that of complications. Probably due to getting your legs amputated in 1907. So they died the same day. I like how most of the headstones are just old pieces of wood. This one has 3 headstones. There's one of the Belmont mine fire victims. And another there. And another. Charles Coleman. Died in 1904. Burned to death. That seems to be a recurring theme in this cemetery. A lot of fire deaths. This one's from Kentucky. Doesn't say how he died though. Another burned to death. A lot of unmarked smaller graves. There's a lot of children buried here. There's a whole lot of graves in here. I don't know if it says. So it has the original. On the brochure that we picked up, it has the original plot map. Remember, this was really only open for 10 years, the first 10 years of the town's history. Oof. Infant Byers, Infant Smith. Oof. Baby Bertrand. Ugh. That's heartbreaking. Infant Sop, Infant Cowles, A lot of Belmont mining fire graves. So many. Oh man. I don't know if these are all children's graves, because there's an awful lot of stuffed animals. Oof. I don't have dates on these ones, but my guess is something to do with that 1905 plague. And this is a sheriff's grave. Died in 1906. Shot to death in front of the Jewel Saloon on Main and Manhattan. Left behind a wife and 8 children. His name was Tom Logan. Wow. So you can see the proximity to the Clown Motel. It explains a lot of the paranormal phenomenon that has been recorded here. I mean, this is one of the rather creepiest cemeteries that I've been in, and I've been to many. It's not, if you believe in ghosts, it's not far-fetched to think that these ghosts get up at night. and walk the short distance next door. Creepy, but not crazy. I mean, it makes sense to me. It's really the only place to go that has humans to help them do their forever bidding. It's unfinished business. That's what we think, right? I think that's the traditionally accepted reason that spirits stick around on this planet instead of going into the afterlife. We got something unfinished, and if you got killed in a mine fire or by a plague that you started having chest pains and hours later you were dead, you probably got some unfinished business. Well, we're gonna come back out here tonight and see if any of the dead are walking. Howdy, Ronald. Generic Ronald. Noticed a trend in some of these clowns. Their fingers are broken. That's not at all terrifying. The Hall of Presidents.
Awesome.
This is the clown tree. Pennywise at the top. It's kind of like Christmas, but awful. No bats. Lots and lots of toys. But clowns. Toy clowns. I've never really had much of a fear of clowns. I find them a little creepy, but nothing that I've ever been scared of. My friend Barbie, however, is petrified. I can say this because I know she will never watch this episode, because just to mention the word clown in the title, well, she's out. I mean, it's a given. She would never survive this, just from the clown aspect, much less the haunting. She'd probably like the haunting. The clown aspect, she's out. Basically a clown hall of fame up here. Red Skellington? Buster Keaton. Sad clown. The finger thing is a little weird in here. There's been several clown statues with their fingers broken off. It's only slightly unsettling. The merch is awesome. They've definitely ramped up the merch. Tons of mugs. The size of those bumper stickers. Hats. Lots of t-shirts and sweatshirts. Postcards. The movies that have been filmed here. And the thing that I'm not buying till tomorrow, the button. Because I haven't survived it yet. That's really cool. You don't actually have to stay at the motel to enjoy the Clown Museum. You can just stop on in. Photography welcome. They accept donations to help keep the clowns alive. It's very creepy. And there's a lot of them, and they're all staring at me. Night is coming rapidly. There's a few people. I counted 4 cars in the parking lot. I think there's probably 20, 30 rooms. So I know I have someone above me. So in case I hear creaking, I know that's a person. But other than that, so I was talking to the owner in the gift shop earlier and asking him about what is some of the phenomena that people have reported. And he said, especially in this room that I'm staying in, there's a lot of the bathroom door opens and shuts. TV turns on and off. There's also a voice that says, "Where's my baby?" And that's been reported by a lot of different people apparently. And then there's several different voices that will say a name. Anyway, again, I'm not expecting to hear or see anything manifest, but I'm going to give myself the opportunity to see it and to be here for it. So we'll see what happens. What I didn't notice earlier when I was doing the room tour was in the where the Bible is in the drawer. They've got a copy of It by Stephen King, because I'm in the It room, and all the scratches just tell me that whatever's inside is trying to get out. And then we have a copy of Hell's Kitchen by Jeffrey Deaver. It just says Clown Motel. So there's the Bible and Hell's Kitchen and It, and let's close that drawer forever. So it's getting late. I'm going to take a little bit of a nap because I want to get up and explore the graveyard in the middle of the night. And there's no way I'm going to be able to stay up till then because, I'm old. And so I'm going to lay down and get a few hours shut-eye. I haven't heard or seen anything yet. Just the air conditioner is the only constant noise. It's been very quiet. It's a little off-putting. Anyway, so I'm going to lay down and I'll see you in just a bit. Wah, ah, 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 ah. So it's almost midnight, and this was laying on the table, and it started going off over in this corner. Of course, now I get the camera out and it's not doing it. Oh. Of course it's that painting. Oh. Alright, so what is right here? Let's see. Okay, so it's not there. Okay, something's right here. Let's see. Not there. So it's right next. It's beeping louder, y'all. What? Whoa. What was that? Okay. I'm gonna turn the light on. Okay. It's gone now. Whoa. Again, I don't really know what that means, but it was picking something up and it went all the way to red. And now, and I'm in the same spots and there's nothing, it's all green. I didn't see or feel or hear anything. Is Pennywise staring at me again? Vigo. I keep expecting. It's back. What the heck? It just started beeping again. It's so weird. It just goes back to green. It's just like it moves through. Whatever it is, it's just passing on through. I feel very unsettled right now. I was trying to take a bit of a nap, but this thing has now gone off three times actually. I thought 3 a.m. was the witching hour, not midnight. It's so quiet, except for the air conditioning. I bet if I turn that off, would be way scarier. So I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. I decided to put my microphone on. I don't know how much the air is, if you're picking it up on microphones or not, but something's watching me sleep. Or something's watching me be awake, because I'm not going to sleep. I cover up discomfort and terrifiedness with humor. And make no mistake, I'm feeling a bit... It's getting real, y'all. I really want to go to sleep, but I'm finding it very difficult for some reason. Oh. The smell of the forest fires that are raging in the mountains it's very pungent tonight. But I'm not gonna lie, it is bone-chillingly terrifying. It's 3 a.m. Again, I said it earlier, but my assessment would be the scariest part of this grave is the children's graves. The teddy bears just add this whole other thing, and it's probably intentional. I'll give them that. Good job, y'all. But it is unsettling. Oh, I can't say that. Struck by a runaway or this is the, no, that's not the brother. Oh, this is another Ower train incident. It was struck by while inspecting the tracks and killed. Wow. These ore trains really had a real problem. It's really crazy. I know you won't be able to see it, but there's just smoke in the air, like a lot of it. The Clown Motel site, you won't be able to see it, but boy, it smells like you're at a campfire. And that's because of all the forest fires going on not too far from here. But it really adds another element, another layer of realism, since half the victims in here were killed in fires. Tuberculosis. Heart failure. It's interesting. On the little tin sign, they spell heart H-A-R-T. That was a weird noise. Okay. There it is again. Okay. Another Belmont mine fire. I think these were all Belmont mine fires right here. All of these were Belmont mine fires. And now we try the EMF detector. I so don't want this thing to go off. What was that? Okay. All right. So, saw something moving up ahead. I'm assuming it's some type of animal, because that would be the only thing that would be out here, right? It's a weird, it's not banging, but it's like a weird noise I've heard twice, and it seems to be like right out in the middle, but I know that is probably just an echo from somewhere else. I shall declare this cemetery, at least as far as I'm concerned, as ghost-free. Oh my God, this is terrifying. How do people do this all the time? You have zero interest in spending evenings or middle of the nights in a cemetery. I would be a nervous wreck. I declare them all at peace. Let's get out of here. That was creepy. Goodbye, haunted room. Well, I survived the night. That's right. I'm still here. I survived the old Clown Motel and the old cemetery at 3 a.m., which, out of the two things, by far that was way scarier. Even though nothing happened, there's just that, I think it's in our DNA to believe that this stuff is going to attack us at any given moment. But even during the day, that place is unsettling. But 3 a.m., that was rough. That was rough. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode of Set Streets and Eats, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.